Now is your time to flange.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are amazing. I am your host, B. Jones, the moderator, and today we got a great show lined up for you. We're going to be talking about the value in exposing yourself to different environments, different people, places, and things, and how that'll help you get to leap or grow and fly. But before we get into all that, I got to introduce my guys today joining me on the show. First up, our beloved intern, T.I.J. Dace. What's happening?
What is going on, people? I hope that y'all are having a phenomenal day. Night, evening, morning, wherever you at.
There it is, man. Definitely remember you can catch J-Day on Sunday evenings, 5:30, where he goes live. Is that what it's called?
We Are Live. Is that the name of the show?
We Are Live. We Are Live. So Sunday evenings, 5:30. Check my dog out. He's going to be on there doing his thing. Next up, we got the CMO, baby. Faison. What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. The fish don't fry in the kitchen. The beans don't burn on the grill. It took a whole lot trying to get here just to get up that hill. How y'all doing today? Y'all can finish the rest out. I appreciate your time. I enjoyed myself. I enjoy you. I enjoy you listening to us in your car, your home, or your office. But yeah, enjoy the show. And as usual, let's get it.
Hey, so Fresh, you want me to throw the live up there so you can get him, or you want me to get him?
Well, first, I just want to hope that our dedicated listeners know and understand. I dropped that song probably 2 or 3 podcasts ago.
Oh, did you?
When he initially started with the song on the intros. However, let the fresh one come in, I'm still ready.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you need to wake up and pay attention. Let's go ahead and get this thing cracking. Keep this thing moving. We are out here. Are you ready? The fresh one is. Let's
go. Fresh ain't playing no games today. Last but not least, the prolific one. Carol, what's happening, my brother?
It takes more than love to build it up. To build it up. A heart is a house for love. And I learned that it don't take much to break it.
Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Oh man, we grooving today on the 13th floor. I'm loving it. We grooving today.
Yes, Lord. Now the question, hold on. Quick. The question is, T.I.
I seen that. I seen that. 5 heartbeats. I seen that.
Oh, all right. Get that man a trophy.
I hope y'all are ready. It's going to be an amazing show. Let's go. Keep this thing rolling.
That's 2 weeks in a row. T.I. done, showed that he's
been staying up late night watching BT. That's all it shows.
Hey, I got a question.
Next week, I'm gonna get him. Next week, I promise you. I promise you.
Centric.
He's gonna be lost.
I got a question, Jay. So, you knew about the 5 heartbeats. Have you seen the Temptations also?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, I was just checking, man, because
that 5-hour movie, yeah.
Yes, it's crazy, man. So like, I grew up on the 5 heartbeats. I watched that movie probably 1,000,000 times before I had ever seen the Temptations movie. I don't think I saw the Temptations movie until I was in college. So that's why I asked the question, man, because I know we kind of got some.
That's not even a movie. It's more of an anthology, a documentary.
Yeah.
That thing got 4 parts, 3 days, a partridge in a pear tree.
Shout out to Leon.
That thing.
Oh, man. Gotta love Leon, man. I love Leon, man. But yeah, gentlemen, welcome, man. It's been a little minute since we've been back on the podcast together, all as one. Definitely, before we jump into anything, man, I want to shout out. We had the BET Awards last night, and the boy Chance, the rapper, came out there. He got the, I think it was Humanitarian Award for all of the great work he is doing in Chicago. And I know we shouted out the fathers and everything the last podcast.
I think he actually won New Artist of the Year, too.
He won New Artist of the Year, which I thought was kind of crazy because Chance been out for a little while, man. You know, he had acid rap.
Yeah, but BET's behind.
More than a year.
They're always behind by like a year, so you got to give it to them for that.
These are actually the 2016 awards, not the 2017.
But even still, acid rap was like 2 years ago. But anyway, I think it's because Coloring Book just did what it did to so many people, man. I mean, it was a lot of people's first time experiencing him. Even for me, because I didn't care for Chance with acid rap and 10 Day or whatever, but Coloring Book was just an amazing thing, and everything he does in the community for Chicago. You know, I hear he's trying to run for mayor. He's donated $1 million to the school system, and he is an amazing father. He is an amazing spouse or significant other, whatever his situation is with his lady. Just an all-around stand-up dude, man. I definitely want to give credit where credit is due with that.
He's also independent. I don't know if you guys know that, but he is not signed with any major label. And that's also a huge kudos and really shows his strength and belief in himself. But also it's going to allow him to do a lot of the different things in the community and have a lot more impact, because his success is allowing the majority of his revenue to come directly to him.
Exactly, man. He put out a Facebook video a while back, man, explaining the industry and why it makes much more sense, especially nowadays, for any artist trying to get into the industry to stay independent, man. You don't need the push of a major label at this point. So, you know, definitely want to shout my dog out, man. He's doing great things, especially since we into the dog days of summer right now, man. You know, we don't have, well, I know I'm not a baseball fan. Mike D's not on the call right now because he's out watching his all-star pitcher go ahead and try to get to this ship. But, you know, we don't have any sports to go on right now. For me, I'm a football and basketball guy. But we got some amazing shows going on right now. I'm definitely catching up with House of Cards. You had Orange is the New Black drop recently. And Power is back on. Woo! Amazing show last night.
Half the room. Half the room.
Half the room?
Hey, shame on you, Brett.
I don't have Showtime.
Shame on me for
Shame
what?
on you, Brett.
Oh, you need to
It's
get
track and field season, man. They've been having track on TV.
It's so hard for me to get into it now, man, because I'm so far removed, and like the people that are running, I don't know, because that's the problem with track and field, man. It doesn't get enough coverage and it doesn't get enough publicity. So I don't ever know when the meets are coming on.
Didn't he just ran his last 100, didn't he?
Who?
In Jamaica?
Usain?
Usain?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago. But like the U.S. qualification stuff is going on right now. I saw Natasha Hastings run the other day. The girl that runs, I don't know if she runs I think the 400. The girl that has like the flower in her hair. So I can't remember her name, but she just ran 5 months pregnant.
What?
Oh, that's G. I actually did
She's
hear
chasing
about
Serena
her.
numbers now.
Can I get her video, please?
Else.
Can I get her video?
Exactly.
I want to share that. I want to share that a lot.
Her and Serena, and the fact that they are still going hard and they're 4, 5, 6 months pregnant.
Yeah,
and still doing.
That is amazing.
So she came in last, but she went out there to prove that, hey, you can be pregnant and still out there exercising and doing your thing. And I can tell you that her time was probably like, I don't know, I think it had just hit 22 seconds, which
22 is 200.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she beat me.
Yeah.
What do y'all have planned for the summer though, man? Since we got so much time, man, I'm gonna go to you first, Faison.
Man, summer tradition. So I'm starting a new one. Well, re-engaging the old one I had with my mom and myself. Namdi and I and the wife EJ will be going to Wildwood in New Jersey. It's a wonderful, beautiful brown ocean. We're going to go over there and ride some roller coasters and walk the boardwalk. Hey, listen, if you're in Northeast, you know what the Jersey Shore looks like. It is not, it is not the South. So we're going to enjoy some rock hard sand. Might watch out for the glass and have fun and just sit back and enjoy summer. We're going to get like 15 weeks of it up here, and then it goes away very quickly. And so I'm gonna enjoy every second I can.
How about you, Fresh? You had bikes on the beach, man. What you got planned? What you got lined up?
You know, we're gonna get the family out to the west coast of Florida. Excuse me, the east coast of Florida. Over there on the I guess that is the west coast. I'm sorry, I'm a little discombobulated, but out there in the Naples area. Do a little end of July out there at a lovely spot that's on some actual beautiful blue water and not any brown water, and do the same thing, you know, get my daughter and my wife out there on the water. We got some other friends coming. Also supposed to go to Louisiana. I'm gonna go run up on T.I.'s chick. See what's up.
See what that cooking like. See what that cooking like.
Cook, cause she was faking it, you know. But we supposed to do that, I believe, right near the end of of summer. But all around, I'm gonna have a good time. Look to find some more events and things to do. I actually got my nephew's birthday coming up, so I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Got booked for that amazing gig.
We also had Faison's birthday just passed. Faison and my daughter's birthday the same day, man. How'd you spend your birthday?
Thursday, I did nothing. So that was it. The birthday itself
was a day.
It was a day of relaxation and a half day of work, but it was cool.
That man
I
made
celebrated.
it to a theme park or something.
I celebrated on the Saturday and went to Six Flags and did that.
Went to a theme park.
Told you.
And then Sunday,
Fast pass
hung out
was
and chill
given
out.
to
So
me.
I got to merge the Father's Day weekend with the birthday weekend all in one swoop. But yeah, Thursday birthdays or Wednesday birthdays are usually a dud.
Yeah, man, it wasn't that bad for me. I mean, we did have a little get together at mom's crib. Had a little birthday party for her there. But that weekend we took her and Kellen went to see Captain Underpants. Excuse me. That movie was great, man. I've been tra-la-laing ever since. For those of you that have seen the movie. But we also got her a new bike. Well, we got both of them bikes. So she's got a bigger bike now without the training wheels. So she's grooving nicely.
Yo.
Moving on up to the east side.
So I was on Virginia Beach in Jay's area, and I happened to see this little kid on this little bike. So he's using his legs to like move the bike, but not on training wheels. And I was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Yo, that's the new way of training the kids how to ride bikes because they use their feet to balance." That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, those came out. They were on Shark Tank about. No, it's just like a bike, but it's like just the front and back wheels, no pedals. And instead of using training wheels or anything like that, it's just about them, like Art said, using their legs and just kind of learning their balance and just kicking their legs and then just coasting, because it helps them understand the balance of the bike a lot easier than training wheels, which push you back and forth. When you just learn of the balance of just riding the two wheels, not with the pedals, because when you take the pedals up, you have to constantly be in balance, where it's just about getting your motion of kicking a couple times and just coasting around.
So cool.
It actually has been proven scientifically that it helps them advance into riding the bikes a lot quicker.
It looks cool.
And it was on Shark Tank probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I remember.
Was it? Wow.
When they had that on there.
Do they have a brake? Is there a brake?
No, your feet.
No, it's
your
just
feet brake.
no, it's just. I mean,
it's
your
old
feet
school
can literally
BMX
just go down and
style.
touch the ground, so you can just like
wheels.
sit on it.
Yeah.
And it's just about kind of leaning forward so that then they can just kick themselves.
Yeah, it's really cool. This little boy was getting it. He was getting it. I mean, he was moving. And I was like, how's he going? Oh.
So it's like
I wonder
scooter.
how many of them have bit the dust going downhill.
Right.
You can still not, because I mean, all you gotta do is put your feet down and start slowing.
Right.
Going downhill.
How many of us had the old
Fred Flintstone
BMX
that
bikes?
thing.
Did they have brakes? And we use our feet to go downhill. Same rules apply.
I'm about to say, I'm sure it's a lot less ratio than the amount of kids riding training wheels going downhill who done busted they.
Yeah.
Mama!
Yeah, man. We also got 2 more birds, man. So the Dr. Doolittle household is expanding.
Oh man.
We got a white one and a blue one now. It was not even Auntie Bunny this time. It was us. So Chris wanted to get her birds for her birthday. So we got a bigger cage that I have to put together sometime this week. And we got a white one, Snowflake, and a blue one, Bluebell. Bluebell is actually really nice, man. That one takes to me real kindly. The rest of them, man, they be biting and everything else.
Yeah, that green one, man. I think that green one traumatized because he snapping at my fingers when I was trying to pick it up.
Who wants birds?
They're actually really cool, man. I mean, once you get them out of the cage and you clip the wings so they can't like fly away, they just fly, horizontally. They don't go up to
They can do like a couple. Yeah, they could just do a couple quick little.
I used to
10 feet.
Yeah,
I used to just clip.
Coast.
I used to clip one wing.
Why?
Flying circles. Flying circles.
Just fly in a circle.
That's horrible, man. It's crazy because Carol was with me when I found out we got the first 2, and I was like totally against these birds, man. I did not want these birds. I was like, man, it's another animal I'm gonna have to take care of. And now, like, I love these things, man. It's crazy.
Hey,
That man be walking in like.
So what are the names of the first
detective.
2 birds?
You got Stewie, who we thought was a boy when we first got him, but I think she's actually a girl. So Yeah, a little confusing. Stewie. And then green bean is the other one because it's green. We had another white one, Marina.
Creative.
But Marina, she got out the cage one day. Nia opened the cage up while they were outside, and this is before we clipped the wings.
Unclipped.
Exactly, and yeah, she flew the coop.
I'm out of here, sucker.
Freedom.
Hey, he turned around and flicked off the other birds.
And then the hawk came and just
Exactly.
No, the hawk, as in the cold, came. He fell out of a tree, frozen.
He's still up in that tree right now,
know, man.
fossilized.
But yeah, man, let's get into the topic though, man. Talking about the value of exposure, man. I came up with this kind of randomly, man. Like one day I was just listening to a podcast about it's called The Dentalpreneur, because eventually one day me and Chris, we want to own our own dental office once she finishes school. And I was listening to that podcast, and it was just, it just kind of like hit me one day, like, dang, man, like because of her, I'm being exposed to so many different things. And it's not just about that podcast. There's some other examples that I'll get into in just a second. But when I was listening to the podcast and knowing like the goals that I have set and how much affirmation was coming from that podcast and the things that he was saying about how you want to manage your office, how you want to lead your team and your individuals, the situations you want to put them in, as well as the advice of how to get, started in the office. It was just, it's like my motivation cup was just overflowing at the time, and it was all because I was exposing myself to the things that were actually that were going to feed my future endeavors. So not only with just that podcast, but with the people that I find myself, spending my time with. So not only you guys, but Keish, we talked about her before on the podcast. This is one of Chris's best friends, but she just moved down here. So yeah, she's at the crib more often, but along with her comes her brother. And Jamel, really intelligent dude, man. Like the conversations that we have surrounding different philosophies, and like he has me put me onto this book called The Art of Worldly Wisdom. It's a little different than what I expected, but just that exposure as well, like expanding my mind. I've always been into that type of stuff. So I really wanted to talk to you guys and see, if y'all could share your experience as well on the value of exposing yourself to these different environments and these different places or things, and how that has helped you get to a point in your life where you've seen much more success. Fresh.
Definitely, I try to live as a person who is open to any and all experiences. I just feel that too many people, we have no clue in life. Like our life is one long lesson, and people get caught up in swearing that they understand and know what they truly like or what they truly want to do without having experienced enough to understand what is out there and what is available. You'll find people who haven't had the opportunity to even leave, their block or neighborhood, and don't understand what it's like to just go across the country and maybe, simple things like experiencing snow. I haven't seen snow. It's like, what do you mean you haven't seen snow? You need to figure out a way to go and get to somewhere that you can see some snow because it's out there. You need to know what it's like. You might love it and want to move to the snow. You might be like me and say, hey, it's not my thing, but it's through experiences, through learning other people's likes and dislikes, trying new flavors. All of those things help you enrich and advance your life into a better definition of yourself.
And I think one of the big things I got just out of that situation was how you said when you expose yourself to the different things and how that kind of helps you find what it is that you want to do. Like you said, you may not know if you like snow or not, but just that exposure will kind of get you on the track to see, okay, whether or not you like it and what you might want to do with it if you do like it. I'm going to go to Carol because I think Oh, go ahead, CMO.
No, I'm just before Kay switches off and takes us on a wonderful journey. I want to ride the train that Ian started us off with about the ability to get out of the area you're in. So I'm gonna give an example of some of the kids here in New York City that were born here. Their parents were born here. They kind of just stay in Brooklyn or stay in the Bronx, and a trip to them is going to the Hamptons or going to Long Island. That's like, we're going far, and it's crazy because it's just what they've been told. Like, you can't go any further than this. You don't have a car, so you can't fly. And it's like, you gotta be able to, in your mindset, to get out of there and say, I want to do something different. I want to try new things, and I kind of want to pass it on. So that's what I think is just in people's mindset. And I'm gonna throw it over to Dace and see what he has to say about it.
Oh yeah, man. That's I totally agree with what you're saying, man. Because I remember being in originally I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it's just not, you know, the most productive city, man. It's kind of run down. It's kind of there's a liquor store and a church on every corner type of thing. The roads are bad, and
don't act like in a cheese store. In a cheese store.
Yeah, you definitely got dairy, you know, but you got it's crazy up there, man. The crime rate, it's the reckless driving. I think that the traffic laws up there is like suggestions. You know, those aren't necessarily they're not laws. They're like, you know, if you could stop at a red light or you could do 45 through the intersection. It's like your choice, you know what I mean, type thing. But so I think man, I remember being on a bus stop and I was just telling myself, you know, you'll never get a car. You know, you'll never learn how to drive. And remembering that, it's crazy to see where I'm at now, like driving and being in Virginia or actually drove to Virginia. So when I relocated, so it's crazy to remember stuff like that, man, because your environment, when you're in an environment like that, they definitely affect you. But that's why you have to go to that switching it over and go into another environment to experience and expose yourself to more. Because if you stay in that environment, you may not get out.
Yeah, so this summer, I'm a grown man. I don't really have seasons anymore. I don't have spring break. I don't have none of that stuff. It is my son's birthday on July 9th, so we'll be doing that down in South Florida. So we're looking forward to that. And I just wanted to catch up real quick. So now that I'm caught up with everybody else on the team, and you know, you and your birds, because you know, I was sitting here for a while like, man, this is for the birds. Like, you know, I'm not even getting any questions or anything.
I see when we throw them a whole bunch of questions, then it's like, dang, why you go to me first? Dang, why you waiting on me? Now we don't get no questions.
You know what, man? It was so funny, man, because I saw the whole thing coming. I was like, he's gonna go to Fresh first this week. I know he is, because I was waiting for you to come to me, and I was gonna go right into what I was doing for summer, but nobody's interested because, you know, I understand.
Man, I told you, I got you, man. I got you.
I
It's all up here. I got you. I was gonna come back to
my
you
mind was
at
going.
the end of the podcast because it's on the itinerary. 4th of July, summer vacation plan. It's all on there. I got you.
Nah,
you got that's trust, man. That's faith.
You know, I'm also going to Detroit the end of this week, so I've
Going
never been
to
Detroit.
the
Speaking
D.
of
Going to the D.
yeah, speaking of, you know, exposing yourself to other places, so I kind of look at it a little bit different. See how I just brought that back in for you? I just looped that right back in for you. So I'm going to Detroit. I'm gonna find out, you know, how hard it is in the D. Because, you know, that's most of it what I know from the song.
I thought it was cold in the D.
It's so cold in the D.
I've been there a lot. It's not hard. It's not. It's like 3 blocks. 3 blocks in the D. Everything else is suburban.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to going to that. I'm actually going to go fly into Detroit, then drive to Lansing. So that'll be a little adventure that I'll go on. But, you know, I look at exposing yourself to different people, different places, a little bit different. I like to do it because in most cases I realize how fortunate I am by going out there and traveling and seeing other people and going to other places. Like, you take for granted, you know, how well off you may be or how fortunate or blessed you are until you go to other places. You see the people and you see what's going on in other places, and you really appreciate what you have. So I look at it from that standpoint. And, you know, you guys are absolutely right. You know, it's definitely enriches your life experience and allows you to be a little bit more diverse. And you know, it just prepares you for being ready for any given situation. And you can go anywhere and blend into a crowd or make friends or whatever it is. So I think it just better equips you to interact with society in any setting.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I think it's the duality of understanding the world is big, but then also understanding that it's so small, and being able to see the point of, you know what, people in California actually do the same thing that I do. They actually like the same stuff. There's some stuff that's different, but it's not like it's, totally crazy. And it's the same thing about, you'll go to Africa and find out, oh, you guys actually know who Drake is? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? It's the same thing of being able to experience and see that, you know what, we are all so similar, but then being able to understand and enjoy our differences as well.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think it's just such a critical component, man, especially when we bring it back to flagology and talking about leaping and growing and flying, and I'm the one, identifying your true self and then making that personal pledge. I think the exposure portion of it just opens your eyes to so many different things, man, especially for that person who doesn't really know, or can't really put a finger on what their gift is, and they're just kind of surrounded by these different passions, or maybe not have a certain passion for anything. I would tell that person to definitely expose yourself to as much as possible, man, because you never know what's going to spark that interest, especially when it comes to travel, man. I think you find some of your greatest entrepreneurs or businessmen, like I want to say it was Steve Jobs and the Microsoft, Bill Gates. They all talked about how much time they spent overseas in different countries and experiencing the different cultures and how that helped their creative processes as well as grounding them.
Getting cheap labor.
Definitely getting cheap labor.
That's where
but I will say, one of the most eye-opening experiences I've had in my life is being able to go to Sweden and see the difference in how they live overseas, how much more resourceful really they are, and really getting a better idea of, you know what, we waste a lot here in America, a lot. Not just, physical things or items, but even like space. They are very good at understanding how to place things in ways that are convenient and useful. It's just like Bill Gates and everybody else, it's very eye-opening, and it helps your creative process, it helps your thought process, it helps your life understanding of, being exposed to those different things.
Exactly, man. So I want to pose a question to the group, man, before I jump into Curl and his exposure, next weekend and what he wants to get out of, that weekend in Detroit. But, so we are all, you got some time to think about it. You were all at different places in life. What is one thing that you want to expose yourself to right now? And I'm going to go to Mr. Go Live first so he can practice, on the spot.
Oh, okay. Something I want to expose myself to right now, I would say, man, like just being around, like getting around like-minded individuals, man. I think that you can only go so far by yourself. And I'm in the lab, and I gotta call my room the lab or whatever. But I'm in the lab and I'm putting in work and everything, and it's cool and it's great. But when you don't have a solid team consistently around you, it's very difficult to keep going or to keep that fire burning under you. So I think that's where my focus is right now, man. Just finding like a group of people who are also going after those things.
So we not good enough? You still searching?
It's not.
I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, geez, I felt like
it is
that was
not. It's different,
pretty
bro.
much.
Listen to what
the
I said.
countdown to my last podcast has begun,
exactly
and I will be on from you brothers very soon.
It's different when you got.
We live, baby.
It's
we
like
live.
he's here every week doing us a favor. I'm trying to expose y'all. I'm trying to expose y'all to my greatness.
This man poo-pooed all over us.
I'm trying to motivate y'all to be great.
I'm really trying to find somebody and a team of people who would actually, push me to do other things outside of work. And when I find them, that's when I'll be off of this podcast. But y'all will see me live.
Don't even
holla at T.
In no way, shape, or form.
Just so you know, we not trying to light a fire up under you in that so-called lab over there, because it's not a room, it's like a closet. You trapped in the closet, and we don't want to burn you up.
In no way is it like that, man. Y'all know y'all fam. It's different when you got somebody here that you can like go.
He needs somebody in his face. He need to be up.
It's just
brainstorming.
It's a different experience.
And watch the clouds
different experience,
all together.
That's all it is.
So who do you have like that? Like who is that person for you right now?
Honestly, I mean, like I got like my co-host on the show that we go back and forth. We talk and we hang out and we brainstorm with each other for the show. But honestly,
shout out to co-host, man. Her
Yeah, I was just about to say, what's her
Oh,
name?
my bad.
her fans might be listening.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, right. No, Xavier's, Prelo, shout you out. I appreciate you, girl. You be holding me down and keeping it real.
What language was that?
Xavier's.
Speak up when you're talking.
Xavier's
Boy. Don't be
Prelo.
stuttering.
Yeah,
I
man, that sounds like a
appreciate
pretty, I guess, worldly name.
Yeah, I'm about to say, she sounds like she's destined for greatness. You
Xavier's.
hit yourself to the
Yeah,
right
you feel me?
train,
That's
brother.
like ancient Roman.
That's
that
unique.
name
That's
never
one of a
Xavier's
kind.
in
You know what I
life.
mean? I don't know too many Xavier's Prelos out there.
Without a doubt.
But yeah, I would say that she the main one. I got friends at work and that I talk to, but it's just they're not the same. They don't have the same mentality, and it's not that. It's just we want different things, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not to say that I'm better or they're better in a sense like that. Just we want different things. So
It's always going to be hard to find true entrepreneurs within a corporate setting. Like us, we are the few and far in between. You know what I mean? When you're talking about people, they are there because they have decided, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm a lifer here. I'm gonna be at this pediatric office hopefully until this dentist or this doctors die. You know what I mean? Like this is it. I'm set. I'm good. I want to be here. I'll move up a little bit as things go. They'll give me my
and that's totally
yearly
fine.
whatever
Like,
raises.
that's what they want. That's totally fine.
There's nothing wrong with it,
at
but
all.
it's not going to be the motivation that you're looking
Exactly.
for in order to continue to inspire and push you towards the things that you really
I'm a firm
wanna do.
believer that you can only go so far by yourself. I firmly believe that.
Oh, without a doubt.
You gotta have a team, and y'all are my team. Don't get it twisted. I wouldn't trade y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's just
bro,
like I said. It's
don't try to clean it up now,
I'm
bro.
about to say, man, it's cool. It's too late to hedge your bets, man.
What
It's
was
too
that?
late to
What was
hedge
that,
your
like
bets.
5 minutes ago that we were talking about that? And now he wants to bring it up after registered his head. Wait a minute.
I already put the stamp on the envelope.
Distant. Your papers are already in the mail, brother.
Fresh, what about you, man? What are you trying to get exposed to?
Me, I think it's more opportunity. I'm, definitely a serial entrepreneur, but I feel like I have a lot of talents that I've won't even say started to, that I've cultivated and have, crafted, that I need to expose myself to using them more diligently. Everything from DJing to making commercials, voiceovers, and everything far and few in between. I just want to expose myself to more opportunity to allow my talents and passions to grow.
Gotcha. What about you, Faison, man? Especially with the newborn on the way.
Just trying to learn more languages. I'm just trying to be right now I'm actually learning Igbo, and I'm trying to continue my continuing studies of the last 10 years of learning Spanish. I keep
give us a hello, how are you doing in Igbo, and let us know how to ask for the bathroom in Igbo as well.
I don't know how to say that yet, but Kadu is hello. Kadu is welcome, and Adama is the way you welcome them back. So that I do know. Bathroom just point and go. For now.
You need to learn how to say the bath. That's the two things that they tell you to learn in language are, how to say hello, yes and no, and then where's the bathroom.
That's like the first thing they teach you in Spanish.
Right. Well, when you're learning Igbo, the first thing they learn is English. So me to learn Igbo just so that he can understand his culture for Nnamdi. It's more for him so he can go back and speak to those who are not in like Lagos or like not those who are in the village. They only speak Igbo and they speak a little bit English. But those who are in like Lagos and Abuja, they speak English first and then they speak Igbo second.
So they don't learn.
Sure that
they don't learn their native tongue first.
Well, I mean, you gotta think the same thing happened here. When you came here, you lost all that. So when they move from the village and they go into the bigger cities, it's like kind of like looked down upon to speak another language because the American language or English is where the money is and where people speak. So they'll learn they'll learn Chinese, they'll learn other things, but their language is looked upon as a lower level language. So it's only mostly village.
Gotcha.
So I want him to know that so we can go back there and really be able to speak. And once you're there, you know that, then you're able to really connect 100% more because you can move. People you move even better. Yep. They're like, oh, he's not a foreigner. So
Hit you with that, and it's a rap. Like,
that's that.
Oh, you on? Okay.
That's what
Come
that
to
is
the backside.
And in Spanish,
Come to the backside.
man, I've been trying to work on my Spanish since I hit Miami. So I got Rosetta Stone, and I think I keep getting to chapter 2, and that's where I stopped, and I keep going backwards because I forget what they got. But I can say paper, the best paper ever, periodical. I got that one down like it's nothing. Periodical. Yes, don't look at me, Carol. Periodical.
Carol's like that means
Bicicleta.
nothing. First
Hey,
off, it's like
according to
Spanglish
Rosetta
over there.
the
Stone,
worst thing is that
periodical.
you're saying absolutely nothing.
I don't roll my tongues. My R.
What?
But we're going to you right now, Curl, man. I want to hear about the.
Well, the first thing I want to expose myself to, to somebody that wants an internship because I got to. The second thing I want to expose myself to, I really just want to do more traveling, man. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I want
man.
to go out there and just see what people are going through, how people are enjoying life in other places, and just traveling around the Caribbean and a couple places. That's not. There's so much more world out there.
Exactly.
To go see. So that's really one of my things I want to do right now. And when I say travel to these places, I don't mean like just
The
being
resorts.
posted up in the tourist area and the resorts.
Yeah.
I want to see the real people.
Be
The real deal.
exposed to the people.
Yeah, man, that's the only way you get something of value. Because it's like, who needs to go to Jamaica or Sweden or wherever and stay at a Sandals resort eating some prepped food that's supposed to be of the natives, man? Nah, man, you need to get off that resort, get into that city, go to the local shops and, the local restaurants and experience that culture. Take in a movie, take in a festival or something, to see what the people actually are going through down there, man.
And then go back to your resort and enjoy your unlimited food, alcohol.
Don't get trapped
That was
out
such
there.
an American thing to
Let's
say.
not be unreasonable. Then go back to your flute of champagne.
I want to talk about the exposure that you're gonna have this upcoming weekend, though, man, with the trip to Detroit, man. We're looking to get out of that, what you're gonna be doing, things of that nature.
So it's part of the P70 Game Changers. Again, you've heard us talk about that. That's with ETA and his whole crew. So I'll be up there with about 30 other speakers, and people are going to be just sharing their stories and trying to craft their stories and get better at storytelling. So it's really excited about it because, again, you're going to be exposed to other people that have walked different paths through life, have gone through different things or trying to help other people do things, and it's gonna be pretty cool because no two people in the group are the same. So it's gonna be pretty awesome to watch people deliver their stories, and for most of them, we'll be hearing their stories for the first time. They'll be hearing my story for the first time. So really looking forward to that. And what I'm looking to get out of it, man, I'm looking just things that I can do to be better as a speaker, things that I can do to help our group be better. You guys are my team. I tell everybody that.
No need for us to even say it or even insinuate it. He's already let it be known.
Right. So, no shots fired. But that's what I'm looking for, man. That's super excited about it and looking forward to a great 72 hours.
Easy, man. It's gonna be intense, but I know you're ready for it, man. I can't wait to see what you bring back from it, man. So definitely for the people, man, expose yourself, get yourself out of your box, out of your comfort zone, man. Try to figure out what those passions are. The best way to do it is to start seeing different things, look at different books, get out with different people, man, and try to make sure that whatever you're exposing yourself to is positive, because it's also some negative things that you can expose yourself to that just will not feed you the way that you need to be fed. So that's my message for the people, man. I definitely want to give Carol and Jay the opportunity at this point in time to let us know what their summer vacation, their summers are going to look like for the rest of the year.
I got a birthday coming up in July, man, so I'm super excited about that. I'm actually going to finally go skydiving. I've been talking about it for the past 2 years. I'm actually about to do it. I already put down the already made the reservation, put down the down payment.
That's what's up. How much is it gonna run?
For the video and the picture package, it's like close to 300, something like that, roughly around there. But my lady go help me out with it. She already paid half down on it, so I think I only got like $1.50 left. You know,
Louisiana winner.
Drop that cash on my dog. Hey, so who you going with though? Because I definitely didn't get an invitation.
Solo dolo.
How this man just talked like for 15 minutes about how, you know what I'm saying, we better together than we are apart, and I couldn't even get an invitation to the skydiving group, man. What's up?
Yo, okay, so I'm not gonna let this down. This ain't going nowhere for no time soon. No, but yo, you definitely invited, man. I mean, anybody and everybody. Look. See. How you gonna say something? Look, you can't say something to me about it, then I try to rectify it. You know what I mean? There's no winning.
It's cool, man. We'll talk off the air about that.
No, I'm gonna give you a lesson. You know me. What do I like to do, ladies and gentlemen? I like to bring it back to relationships. If you treated us, your lady, the same way that you just treated us, you might be out of relationship, Jack. You don't tell her after the fact, hey, baby, I done paid to do some awesome stuff. It's gonna be amazing. And oh, well, yeah. If you wanna go ahead and go. It doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense.
We definitely want to go to Faison's corner de Faison for a little minute, man. What you got for us today, Faison?
So, I'm always observing and just kind of noticing things. So I was in a car when I was in Virginia, and I turned to the oldie station. As you grow up, your mom and your dads would put you in a car and listen to all the old songs, and you didn't know that you were memorizing those songs. So now you can listen to them and they just play without even noticing. But as a kid, I didn't know the actual words to some of these songs, and I'm thinking back now, and I happen to hear White Lines in the car today when I was down there, and I was like the White Line song is like raw, like. I'm just gonna. I gotta read you something that I looked up the lyrics so I can understand what he was saying. But like, dude says, he says on the song, it's crazy because, a million magic crystals painted pure and white, $1 million almost overnight, twice as sweet as sugar, twice as bitter as salt. If you get hooked, baby, there's no one else's fault. Just don't do it. Like, what? And like, as a kid, you're just like, white lines. So you're like, yeah, jamming, but dude's like actually telling you like,
through my mind.
Like dude's like, you can get hooked on crack, like you can get hooked on cocaine. Yeah. Like, don't do it. If you do it, and you join the high life of all these things, you're gonna wind up on some corner. I'm like it's crazy. And the song goes through a whole story of like starting off just like one line at a time, and then getting hooked. And then like getting like almost dead, like it's a whole story, but it's so
but the
like
premise,
frenetic.
But the premise of it was to keep people off of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the whole
tell him, Kay. Tell him.
Yeah, get higher, baby. Like you in a club, get higher, baby. Yeah, you're like, yeah, and then you're like, no, wait, no, don't get higher. Like, don't do that. So at the end, he's like trying to tell you like how bad it is. But again, music can make you get to that point where you're like, white lines are awesome. Then you're like, wait, but he's telling us not to do it, or
it's
to
another
try
song
it.
out, that's just like that right now. But it's completely opposite message, man. That joint by Lil Uzi, man, the EXO Tour Life. I had no idea what he was talking about at first because the song is so catchy, and like I don't really listen to the words. I listen to more music than I do the words or whatever. And then I hear the words and I'm like, what? Did he just say that?
Yep. It's talking about a girl asking to kill me pretty much. Like, yo, everybody's dead. It's all over for me anyway. Let me just please push me to the edge.
Yeah, man. So keep kids as far away from that song because it's so catchy, man. Like I catch,
But it's busted.
That's why I told you about Mask Off.
Mask Off. That song is great though, and
Percocet. So when I DJ'd the event at BJ got me at a middle school. Actually, it was an elementary school. These kids were from kindergarten to like 5th or 6th grade. And I was trying my hardest not to play it. But when I tell you, not only did the kids beg, but then the administration was like, man, what are you doing?
See,
Drop
this
it.
is why.
And I have some of the most, they're awesome because there's nothing like seeing the energy of a bunch of little kids. But then it's also just like, I've got a
right?
room.
Are you a pusher?
Of chanting
Are you
little
pushing?
kids,
Are you
chanting
pushing
But
drugs
that's the
to
thing,
kids?
though, because they don't know what it is that they're saying. So it's like, it's
Right.
30%, like maybe
everything
25%.
trying not
Okay,
to go there.
kind of,
Goes
maybe,
back to-
but
but
25.
they
Man,
do,
your
like,
price is
you
way
gotta
too
give
high.
them
You
what
need
they
to
want.
cut
Planting
it.
seeds.
Your price
If
is
you
way
guys
too
notice,
high. You
though,
need to cut it.
They've changed the radio version. They've changed the radio version now to where
It's
it just
represent.
says mask on, mask
Right.
off. Yeah, represent.
Good.
Gotta represent.
Yeah,
Good,
So they
because
take
that's
that part out of
crazy.
it
They took
anyway.
off
They
the-
need to.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
Took the Molly
man.
Percocet out of it.
easy. Carol, welcome back.
What's going on, man?
We ready
I
for
need
you, bro.
KRS-One back. KRS-One should come back and represent and tell the kids how to talk. KRS-One.
We ready for you, bro.
What you ready for, man?
I'm ready for you to tell me about your summer vacation plans. I'm ready for you to tell me about Asher's birthday coming up. And I'm ready for you to close out the show, man. Get the people a message.
So, man, you know what? For the summer, I think I'm gonna hustle over to the mall, probably get myself a short set. I got on sneaks, but I need a new pair.
Short set.
Those basketball courts in the summer got girls there. Temperature's about 88.
The
So we
plateau.
gonna pop a water plug just for old time's sake. Then we gonna break to the crib once more, change my clothes because the barbecue starts at 4.
Yeah.
On the dot.
You
You're
know.
gonna be a little late though.
Gonna be a little late, but no, seriously. Hopefully everybody knows what I just did, but
Fresh gonna drop it in the background.
You put your car on cruise and lay back
'cause it's
because this is
summertime.
summertime. Yes, you did.
Right.
Yes, loud.
so I'm really not gonna be doing a whole lot. To be honest with you, I'm a grown man. I really don't get seasons anymore. The only time I knew was winter.
Can't wait till summertime.
The only
Because you
reason
were
I
in
knew it
Florida.
was winter before was because it was snowing. So I don't get spring break anymore. None of that cool stuff. Summer vacation. So I just work. That's what I do. I work. My son.
I'm working on that.
Yeah. My son does have a birthday. It'll be Asher's first birthday, July 9th. So
Yay, Asher!
Yeah.
The Frohawk is gonna be in full effect.
yeah, we'll be celebrating down. It will be, yes sir. I don't know, man. We'll see. We might get him a haircut for his first birthday.
Don't do it, man.
We'll see.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Go ahead, just start twisting it, man. Just let it just.
Find him a Beamer. Get him a Beamer.
No, actually, I keep eyeing that bike that Fresh has over his shoulder, and I'm thinking, man, I can paint that.
Bro, I got one for you, man. I got an extra one in the crib too.
Just buy him a Beamer. Buy him a Beamer, yo. Just get it. Get it for him.
Yeah, man. So hey, look, I don't know, man. It's funny they have a, up there they have the Salamander Resort, up there in Maryland.
Nope.
I'm sorry. It's actually in Virginia. It's called the Salamander Resort. It's a black-owned resort. It's out in Virginia. I think somebody used to be associated with BET or something. Used to be a high-ranking official or something. Has a resort out there. So they just opened one in Destin, which is out here in the Panhandle. And I was thinking about checking that out. So hopefully, somebody doesn't hear this podcast and holds me to that. But I was thinking about at some point checking that out.
Hey, man, this thing is nice. They have an equestrian program.
Hopefully they are listening and willing to, we will come out there and do a live podcast.
We can do it in 2 different states.
Just
We can
let
do
us know
Virginia
dates.
and
If we
Florida
are ready
and
to
do
go,
both.
we will
That's how you do it.
that thing
Yes,
lock,
sir.
stock,
Look at that.
and barrel.
Look at that.
What again is it? Fine. And we will do a live. We will tape it. We will not only will it be a
Hey, listen.
podcast. We will tape it.
They even have
You will
foxes.
see video of your beautiful
Joyner.
facilities. What you
Liquor
have
Lounge?
to offer.
Tom
It can be
Joyner has a
phenomenal.
cruise. Tony Robbins got his little island, Salamander Resort and Spa. Holla at your boys. We can hook you up every summer.
That's a fox. That is a fox. So, Curl, go ahead and take us home, man.
Today we talked about exposing yourself to different environments and different things. And I think when you don't expose yourself to different environments, different people, you divide yourself, you isolate yourself and what's possible. So I'll use religion for instance. So I think I've said it before, I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person. And I got to that because, look, I've been to the mosque. I've been to the Catholic Church. I've been to the Baptist Church. I've been to a synagogue. And we have so much more in common than we do differences. And when you expose yourself to that, you see that people are people. Money doesn't really make you any different from somebody that doesn't have money. Color doesn't make you any different. And when you realize that we're all on the same playing field, you feel a lot more equipped to be successful and to go after the things that you want in life. So I would tell you, continue to go out there and expose yourself. If there's something that you want to be or something that you want to do, find people that are doing it or that have exposed themselves to it, and they can enrich your experience and prepare you for whatever that is. And when you gravitate towards those people and those things, the things you want in life are not far behind that. Go out there, stop isolating yourself. Don't be afraid to be exposed.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you can catch us on Apple iTunes Podcast, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. You can follow us at Fledgeology, Twitter, all of the Instagrams at Fledgeology. And if you want to drop us a line, you can do that at info@fledgeology.com. But that is the show here on the 13th floor, where the furniture isn't always the best, but the views are amazing.
Now,
The spin wheels like the movie Yo-Yo.
We spin it, baby. We spin it. We got spinners and we spin it. See that thing coming down, boy?